Hey guys, it's Mo Clark with Sheen Magazine coming to you from Collab Studios with one of the owners, Miss Des Gray. How are you?
Thank you so much for having me. I am blessed.
Super excited to be here. You gave me a tour of the facility, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. So let's just discuss the reason we are here.
Yes.
We are here for your new film that's going to be streaming, and there's so many factors about this. It's going to be on Moneybagg Yo's network, and you had a lot of amazing stars. So we are going to be talking about Mixed Girl. So I'm excited about that.
I'm so excited. It's actually streaming right now.
Is it streaming now?
Yes.
Oh my
it's
God.
Streaming right now on Revolt, Revolt TV. You get Revolt TV, I believe, through Amazon Prime,
Okay.
DirecTV, your digital TV networks,
Okay.
and then it's on Moneybagg's new platform, which is called Bread Gang TV.
Yes.
It's streaming right now, and it goes on Tubi on Friday.
Ooh.
And then it goes on a couple other platforms, and I'm super excited because it's also going on Peacock January 15th also. And,
so basically that means nobody has an excuse not to watch it
right?
and support it, right?
Yes, they need to watch it because it's something different. Mixed Girl is it's not just a movie. You're gonna take away a lot from watching Mixed Girl, because Mixed Girl is about identity issues. It's about colorism. It's about low self-esteem. It's about not knowing who you are in your environment. It's about community. It's about fatherhood. It's about motherhood. It's about drugs.
Yes.
It's about all of that.
Right.
So it's about life.
One of your stars in there is the late Jackie O.
Yes. Oh.
So let's talk on that for a minute, because I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I first saw her, I thought she was a Caucasian girl, right? So I saw her in another film, and it prompted me to learn more about her. And so she has this video out on YouTube because, of course, when she passed away, there were like a lot of negative things being said. And I watched her video on YouTube, and I found out she was actually biracial. And I also found out that she was raised by her father.
Yeah.
So her father is African American.
Yeah.
So how did you guys actually get her to be a part of this project?
You know what's so interesting about this? Rest in peace, Jackie O.
Absolutely.
Rest her soul. She's such a beautiful soul. And I'm so honored to even get an opportunity to speak on her behalf.
Yes.
While she's in this present. She can feel, she's here. So when I first reached out to her, I was like, hey, Jackie, I want you to do this movie for me. She always wanted to work with me. We've been really good friends. And she always said, hey, when you're ready to do your movie, I got your back. So when I called her, she had my back. I was like, I'm ready. And she was like, okay, let's do it. So I was talking to her about doing a movie for me for Mixed Girl. She was originally supposed to be the main character of Mixed Girl, but she ended up not fitting that role because she's older, and I needed the Mixed Girl to be somebody's younger. So in the character, she goes from being age newborn 5 into 13 or 15.
Yeah.
So Jackie couldn't play that role. So I was like, okay, how about you play the friend? So she came into the story because she wanted to tell her side of the story, being a Mixed Girl. She was talking to me. When she read the script, she was like, Des, this is really, really good because I went through the same situation as a Mixed Girl, where when I'm around my family, I see the difference when I'm with my father, and when I'm with my mother.
Yes.
So you telling this story, I want to be a part of it because a lot of people don't talk about this.
Yes.
A lot of people don't, I love, I love being a black woman, but people don't talk about a mixed biracial woman. What do they go through? We see a lot of things about the black woman, what a dark-skinned girl go through, how they get, overlooked, or some of the things that they experience, colorism. Well, a mixed person go through the same thing.
Absolutely.
And the thing about it is, when I was talking to Jackie about it, she was like, I want my kids to be able to see this movie because I want them to understand, it's okay of being from whatever world that you are from, as long as you are true to yourself from the inside.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that she loved about the story is I was showing the positive outlook from a black father, because in society they make it seem like a black man is not capable of being a good dad.
Yes.
So she loved that because her father is a great father to her. So in Mixed Girl, in the story of Mixed Girl, you are able to see that with Ashlyn. Ashlyn didn't have the best relationship with her Caucasian mother. But when she finally met her father as a black man wanted to embrace her, wanted to be in her life, wanted to show her something different.
Yes.
So I wanted to separate the narrative of black men being negative and really showing there's some black men out there that want to be in their daughter's life. So Jackie, she loved that.
Yeah.
She loved that.
I like it because I've only saw the trailer, right?
You have to watch the movie.
Now I know, right?
Listen, you gotta watch the movie now.
I'm gonna tell you, just by the trailer, what I saw, it's great that you have changed the stereotypes, right? Completely. Because we see the Caucasian family in the trailer park being, what so many African American people have been portrayed being in the hood. So it's like it's flipped around, and you're seeing this young girl, she's getting to go with her dad, and she's having family dinner, and all the dynamics are changing. So what made you decide you wanted to go with that concept? Which I'm glad you did, but what made you decide you wanted to go with that concept?
So the reason why I decided I wanted to go with the concept of a mixed girl, so it all started, I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine. She's a biracial girl. Her mother is white and her father is black.
Yes.
She's beautiful. But the way she carried herself, it's like you could tell like she had really bad low self-esteem. So one day I was talking to her. I was like, why do you walk with your head down and you're a beautiful woman? She was like, I don't feel that way. And I was like, why? And then I start talking to her and she was like, I feel like I belong nowhere. And I was like, why you don't feel like you belong anywhere? She was like, girl, when I go to my daddy's house, I got to deal with my cousins and talking about, oh, you this light-skinned girl, you think you better than us and you think you just privileged. And she was like, no, like, I be going through a lot. Like, I'm poor. Like, I'm from Tennessee. We don't have anything. And then she said, and then when I go to my mother parents' house, it's like, they make me feel so uncomfortable. Like I'm not white enough for them. So it's like they treat me different. So like my cousins and my other siblings on my other family side, like they treat me so different. So I'm lost.
Wow.
And because of me growing up in that, it messes my self-esteem where I'm not able to like trust guys. I'm not able to like really like trust myself. I started like dancing. Like she was just telling me all these things, and I'm like, all of that causes you to feel that way about yourself. And she broke down crying. I was like, I want to tell a story about that. And I want that to be my first film.
Yes.
And because it's like, I never thought a person like that would go, it never crossed my mind. Right. So just hearing that and thinking about it, I'm like, wow, that is a lot to deal with.
Right.
The black side of the family treats you this way. The white side of the family treats you that way. What family do you have? Yeah. You have nothing. Yeah. So it's just one of those topics that people are not talking about. So imagine a lot of biracial kids that have curly hair, that's in the household, and what they have to go through, and their grandparents is like treating them differently, and and then they go into school and they being this girl with the curly hair, and the black kids at school like, what you think like just think about it. Think about the torture and the self-esteem over the years of what a mixed person will have to go through. And that's why I was like, you know what, God, what do you want me to do? And he was like, tell the story. And I did that.
I love that because we see a lot on social media, people wanting the designer babies, as they call them now. Our black men have openly spoke about, wanting to have kids with women of other races because, and they have like negative things to say. But does anybody stop to think what the child actually has to go through?
Yeah.
Because I can see that. Like, I always thought Mariah Carey was extremely beautiful, but we don't know what she had to go through growing up, you know? We don't know if maybe she wanted to sing country music, you know? And they said, oh, no. You know, like where was her lane? Where, like you said, where did she fit in at?
I agree.
So you have to deal with all of those things.
I agree.
So when it came to, you know, you did a lot. You wrote, produced, you know, you did all of these things. You actually had a partner.
Yeah, Nikki Carter.
You had Yandy Smith.
Yep. Oh yeah, Yandy. So Nikki Carter, me and Nikki Carter wrote the movie together. That's my sister. And then Yandy Smith, she's one of my co-producers. Yes.
So what did Yandy think about all of this?
You know, Yandy. I gotta call Yandy. Let me call Yandy. She's not here today. Let me call her and get her input in this. Let me call Yandy.
Let's see what she thought about all of this, guys. She's calling Yandy.
I'm calling Yandy Smith right now. Come on, Yandy. She's on set right now, so she's filming for Love and Hip Hop. So Yandy, look, I'm here with Sheen Magazine. We're doing an interview about Mixed Girl, and you my producer partner. So I'm putting you on the spotlight. I got you on speaker. She was asking, "Where's Yandy?" I was like, "She's on set, but let me call her right now."
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey Yandy. So I wanted to know what made you actually come aboard with this project.
Oh my gosh. So first of all, I've known Des for many, many, many years. We met a long time ago in this industry, and then I bumped into her again. And when I bumped into her again, it was like a complete 180, and she told me all about the things she had going on. We sat down for lunch, and I was just amazed, first of all, by her reel as a director, as a producer. She's worked with so many of the greats, and first of all, I was just so proud of her storytelling. She expressed to me that she wanted to move into movies, and she had been working on some things, and she talked to me about this script, and I was like, this is an amazing story. I love the story. I love that it sparks conversation. I love that it talks about a particular person that is so often unseen. Her views are not spoken about. Her views are sometimes unforgotten. She doesn't necessarily mix in with this crowd, mix in with that crowd, but she's a mixed beauty that has a very marginalized voice, and I wanted to be the person to help her amplify those voices and tell their stories. I think Des resources and the right opportunity, she can change what filmmaking looks like right now.
I love that.
I love that, sis. I appreciate that.
She look, she knocked it out. I ain't even got no more questions for Yandy. That was just a lot.
I know you're busy right now, sis. I know you're shooting right now, so I just wanted to call you in, and so you can just give your feedback on everything.
If you do have anything else, just let me know. I'm on I told them between 2 and 2:30 I needed a quick break. So if there's anything you can think of while I'm here, let me know.
We sure will. Thank you so much.
Okay. You got it.
All right, yeah.
Okay, my love.
Bye.
So what are you hoping that people take away from this film?
You know, I feel like I'm here to shine my light on the world, right?
Right.
And I feel like me as a filmmaker is not about me. You know, like I'm just here as a human, but my inside belongs to God.
Yes.
So everything I do is what God wants me to do. And what I want people to take away from this movie is like, stop looking at things just from one way and one angle. You know, and I just want all of us to come together as one, you know, because it's like at the end of the day, like when you look at people, you never know what a person is going through.
Absolutely.
And what I've learned from this situation, you know, I was looking at this girl from the outside, not from the inside. From the outside, she looked like she had it all together. But from the inside, she was falling apart.
She was hurting, right.
So what I want people to take away from this movie, I want people to take away from the movie is understand that regardless what race you come from, what nationality you come from, we all gonna go through the same struggle.
Yes.
You know, is nobody better than the other.
Yes.
You know, so as a filmmaker, as a storyteller, like I like to tell stories that makes people uncomfortable.
Yes.
That makes people think like, man, I never knew like a person can go through this. Like even the town, we shot this in Logansville, Georgia, and the mayor of that town, he came on set. He even came to the screening. He was like, I just want to say thank you for being the first film production company to come to our small town for these few days and shoot with us, and your story was so powerful because we have a lot of biracial people in town.
Wow.
So for him to say that and for him to be a part of that, because when we were shooting the project, we experienced racism. The first location we shot at, I remember the guy told us we had to change location because he said it was so many black people at his market.
Oh no.
He said, "Oh, I didn't know it was gonna be that many of you guys here." You know,
Oh, you guys.
You guys.
Okay.
So, and he was like, "If you guys want to use the restroom, you're gonna have to go to the service station around the road." And I was like, "So I'm paying you all this money, and you don't want all of us to use, So even experiencing that while filming, it made me realize, like, wow, okay, God, okay, God, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. So I just want people to take away that start looking at people in the inside versus the outside.
Yeah.
And when you start looking at people in the inside versus the outside, you will know way more about who they are than what you think you may know.
Absolutely. And even just that example that you just gave, that's like a testimony to why our people need to continue to build each other up, because racism is still very much out here,
yes.
and we don't need to attack each other
at all,
because we got a whole another demon trying to attack us,
yes.
So definitely appreciate you for that. So would you say that the cast and the selection and the location, did your vision come to life?
Yes, my vision absolutely came to life. One of the things that I would definitely say, like, I've learned so much from this production. I've learned a lot from this production. My cast was amazing. My crew did a phenomenal job. And I'm beyond grateful.
So we also found out that you are like an amazing video director, and you got this lovely location, and you're working on some other projects. So before I let you go, tell us what's up next for Des.
So, okay. If you guys don't know me, I'm Des Gray, director Des Gray. I am a video director. I've directed music videos for Little Baby, Davido, Chris Brown, Future, Young Thug. I mean, just about everybody. Rick Ross, just about everybody. Coming from music videos, I always know that my goal in life is to become like a filmmaker. So I took music videos as a way to sharpen my skills, right? And I'm so fortunate to be an award-winning international director.
You better say that.
Yeah, sometimes I be forgetting about myself, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm grateful. But we have my studio right here, Collab Studio, sponsored by Monster Energy Drink. Super, super excited about my partnership with Monster. We've been in partners for about a year and a half now. And basically, this studio is designed for influencers and content creators and filmmakers, where you come in the studio and you can create whatever you want. You want to create whatever you see in your mind, we can bring it to life.
I love that.
And one of the things that I love about our studio partners, like Monster Energy Drink is one of our studio partners. We have Meta as one of the studio partner. We also have Snapchat as a studio partner. So make sure you guys come, if you are in the Atlanta area, come to Collab Studios. Follow us on Instagram, Collab Studio ATL. A lot of great magic.
What's your IG? You shouting out everybody else. What's your social?
Yes, follow me on Instagram. It's at @DesGray, and that's THEDESGRAY. Follow me if you want to learn, you want to connect, you want to shoot. network, whatever it is.
Listen, this is like a one-stop shop. I love it. I appreciate the tour. Thank you so much for sitting down and interviewing with us.
Thank you so much.
Now I'm gonna go home and
I
I'm
love
gonna
your hair.
Oh, thank you, girl. I'm a mixed girl. No, I'm just playing. I am not. Listen,
You gonna go home? You gonna go home and watch Mixed Girl?
I am gonna watch it, but I really am part German, and I'll tell you when we get off camera
Really?
I'm gonna tell you how I found out. You know, when we get
No,
off
look,
camera. 'Cause
I think I'm a part alien.
What? Guys, it's Mo Clark with Sheen Magazine, and we out.